Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming of May 19th, 2020. The first game on our list is The Wonderful 101 Remastered. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. The Contra scriptures are alcoholic references, animated blood, fantasy violence, and suggestive themes. This is an action game in which players lead a group of small superheroes to battle an invading alien force. From a 3-force overhead perspective, players punch, kick, and use a variety of cartoony weapons to defeat enemy robots and alien creatures. Combat is sometimes accompanied by large explosions, cries of pain, purple and green splashes to indicate damage to enemies. In some sequences, players engage in one-on-one fistfights against giant enemy robots and other heroes. During the course of the game, some female characters are depicted when revealing outfits as the camera pans across their body. Dialogue also references suggestive material. Alcohol is sometimes referred to and depicted. A hero is depicted with a frothy beer mug helmet with a text reading, "Tries to get enemies too drunk to fight. He's found sleeping it off in an alley with the passed out invaders." Now let's take a look at Crucible. This is coming off PC. The rating is teen. The concepts are mild language and violence. This is a third-person shooter in which players compete in team-based combat matches to control the future of a rogue planet. Players hunt alien creatures, attack human opponents, complete objectives, and capture essence, a powerful substance that level up their abilities. Players use rifles, pistols, swords, axes, and flamethrowers against humans and creatures. Battles are frantic and accompanied by realistic gunfire, cries of pain, impact sound effects. Swear words are heard in the dialogue. Now let's dive deeper into Saints Row the Third Remastered. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. The rating is mature. The content are blood and gore, drug references, intense violence, partial nudity, sexual content, and strong language. This is an open-world action-adventure game in which players assume the role of a criminal syndicate known as the Saints. As players attempt to take over a fictional city and exact revenge on a rival gang, they engage in driving and combat missions to process the storyline. Players use machine guns, shotguns, swords, rocket launchers, and grenades to kill rival gang members. Players can also attack pedestrians, and in one mission, players shoot at police and civilians to create chaos at a rival gang's territory. One scene prompts players to run over a certain number of pedestrians within a given time. Other sequences allow players to dispatch enemies by putting grenades in their mouths. Players are also used chainsaws to hack at enemies, resulting in small chunks of flesh and large blood splatter effects. Damage from certain guns can result in decapitation. During the course of the game, female characters are sometimes depicted in outfits that reveal large amounts of their breasts, cleavage, or buttocks. Characters are occasionally depicted nude, though their nipples and genitalia are obscured by blurry pixels. In one sequence, players can walk through an exotic club containing several phallic sex toys and sexual consumptions. Some game environments and dialogue contain drug paraphernalia and other references to drugs. Swear words appear in the dialogue. And the last game on today's list is Art Sword Online Alicization Surgos. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. The rating is teen. The concepts are blood, language, suggestive themes, and violence. This is a role-playing game in which players assume the role of a hero attempting to rescue a friend in a virtual world known as the Underworld. From a third-person's perspective, players traverse various environments, interact with characters, and engage in melee combat against enemy soldiers and fantasy creatures. Players use swords to slash at enemies, sometimes resulting in splashes of blood. Battles are frantic, with slow-motion effects and cries of pain. Cutscenes depict additional acts of violence, a female character impaled through the chest, characters lying in pools of blood. The game contains suggestive material in the dialogue. Some female characters also wear outfits that reveal large amounts of cleavage. Swear words appear in the game. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.